Welcome to Health Fix. Today, our topic will be saturated fat and its connection to asthma. We will look into how does saturated fat influence asthma, how to manage asthma better, followed by couple examples of foods to avoid, as well as how much saturated fat should you eat. Let's dive right in. Saturated fat is a type of dietary fat found in various foods, primarily in animal products like meat, dairy, and some plant-based sources. While we do need some saturated fat for our bodies to function, too much of it can have adverse effects on our health. There are two ways the saturated fat is connected to asthma. First, when it comes to the relationship between saturated fat and asthma, inflammation plays a significant role. Saturated fat triggers inflammation in the body, and this inflammation does affect the airways, making it more challenging for people with asthma. Inflammation is your body's natural response to injury or harmful invaders, such as bacteria or viruses. However, when it becomes chronic, due to a diet high in saturated fats, it leads to problems not only for individuals with asthma. In people with asthma, this chronic inflammation in the airways leads to increased mucus production, airway constriction, and heightened sensitivity to asthma triggers. All of these factors contribute to the characteristic symptoms of asthma, such as wheezing, shortness of breath, and coughing. The key takeaway here is that reducing saturated fat intake helps mitigate this inflammatory response in the body, improving asthma and overall respiratory health. Second, saturated fat leads to increased oxidative stress in the body, which, in turn, can impact the function of the airways in people with asthma. Oxidative stress occurs when there is an imbalance between free radicals, highly reactive molecules, and antioxidants in the body. Saturated fat consumption contributes to this imbalance, leading to an excess of free radicals. When oxidative stress affects airway cells, it can lead to increased airway constriction and reduced lung function, making it more challenging for individuals with asthma to breathe. Additionally, oxidative stress does further exacerbate inflammation, creating a vicious cycle of asthma symptoms. Enjoying the video so far? Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Doing so will allow us to help even more people. So, what can we do to manage our asthma better? Making conscious dietary choices is essential. Reducing the intake of foods high in saturated fat helps decrease inflammation and oxidative stress. Focusing on whole food plant-based diet, rich in fruits and vegetables, with lower fat intake, is the diet worth aiming for. Here are a couple examples of foods loaded with saturated fat. You should definitely avoid these, in order to improve our asthma. Fatty cuts of meat. Processed meats. Full-fat dairy products. Lard. Tropical oils. Fast food, and many others. With all that said, there is still one question waiting to be answered. How much saturated fat should you eat? Saturated fat is not an essential fatty acid, which means our body can make it in quantities it needs. As such, we should aim to have as little saturated fat as possible in our diet, to maximize the health benefits and improve our asthma. More videos are coming, subscribe if you don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.